Hi friends, weapon mastery just got easier in Apex Legends Season 24. You'll be familiar with the weapon mastery trials from before in the game, but as of Season 24, all of the mastery trials have been changed and a lot of them are more simple now. I'll take you through these new trials for every weapon, but before I do that, let me just give you a quick reminder of how the weapon mastery system works and an idea of the rewards you can get. So you can view your current weapon mastery for any weapon in the weapons menu. From here, if you click into a specific weapon, you'll then be able to see the current level for that weapon. And you'll notice at the bottom there, that's where your tracker is for the current level you're on, along with how much XP you need to get to the next level. You level up your weapon by gaining weapon XP, and there are a number of different ways to gain that weapon XP through your games. The easiest way to get weapon XP is actually just to hold the weapon in your hand. That includes standing still, ADSing, and even running with your weapon out. If you stow your weapon, then obviously you don't earn weapon XP for this category of XP. You earn additional bonuses in XP for securing things like kills with a weapon, but also for dealing damage, as well as bonuses to that damage for dealing damage while sliding, ziplining, and jumping. There's also critical hit damage, for example a Kraber headshot, which earns extra bonus weapon XP. Every game this XP is added up together, and then it goes towards the weapons that you've used in that game to help you level up those weapons. Also, any level progression you've got does keep going across the seasons, and even though they've changed the trials and challenges, which we'll look at in just a moment, the previous XP you've earned for these weapons does still carry over, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, in previous seasons, the trials themselves used to be locked until you got to a certain level with that weapon. That's all changed though. If you go to your trials for a given weapon, you can now see you can view every trial for that weapon, and they're all unlocked. And that means you can do any of these trials at any time now. Now, before I show you what each of the trials are for each of the weapons, just a quick one on the rewards, and they're pretty much the same across every weapon. You get 2 tracker sets, 2 badges, a legendary skin pack for that weapon, and finally a mastery banner frame, which highlights that your maximum weapon level mastery. And to get to that, you need to reach level 100 and do all of the trials that I'm going to show you now. So let's start by looking at the assault rifle category with all the trials and challenges you need to do for the assault rifles. And you can see the number of challenges is the same as before, in that you've got 5 trials or challenges to do before you then get the chance to get to max weapon level mastery. The one big difference, like I said, is you can now see all of the trials here, for example. And you can see in this table the challenges for each weapon. They are very similar generally across the weapon categories, although there are a few little differences which I will pick out for you. Here, the first trial for the assault rifles is the same across the board. It's a damage-based challenge, and you've got to deal 30,000 damage with the weapon. The next trial is for hipfire kills, and this requires you to get 100 kills with that specific assault rifle you're trying to complete the trial for. The third trial is for ADS kills, and this one is to get 200 kills while ADSing. The fourth trial is for long range kills. Again, you need to get 250 kills, this time within 50 meters away. And the fifth and final trial is to get 700 kills. And if you want that final reward of that mastery banner frame, all you need to do after completing all these trials is to get to the maximum level 100 for your weapon by earning XP through the methods I mentioned earlier in the video. So that's assault rifles. Let's move on to submachine guns. Similar to the trials for assault rifles, you start with a damage challenge, and you've got to get 30,000 damage. You then have to get 100 kills with hipfire, 150 kills while ADSing, and that one is slightly less than the 200 kills on assault rifles. After that, the range challenge is different here. Instead of it being long range because it's submachine guns, it's a close range challenge. You need to get 200 kills within 10 meters. The final challenge, much like assault rifles, is a kills challenge. Instead of 700 kills though, you need to get 600 kills. So that's submachine guns. Let's move on to shotguns next. You can see the categories again are very similar. You need to deal damage, but this time it's a bit less. You only need to deal 20,000 damage for these shotguns. You do need to get hipfire kills as well with these shotguns. You need 100. You also need ADS kills, which are 150 for the next trial. The trial after that is similar to SMGs, where you've got a close range trial. And this one you need to get 200 kills for on the shotguns. And then again, the final trial is for kills. You need to get 500 kills. And for shotguns, much like SMGs and assault rifles, it's the same across all of the different types of shotguns. Next, we've got marksman rifles. You can see in this table, again, the categories are very similar, but with a few slight differences. The first one is the same damage done, but it's at 25,000 damage, which is in between the shotguns and assault rifles you've just seen. The second trial is slightly different though. Instead of hipfire, it's for headshot kills. You have to get 100 kills with headshots. After that, you're back to the ADSing trial, and this is to get 200 kills while ADSing. You've then got a long range kills trial, and this is to get 250 kills with 60 meters away. Finally, we're back to the kills challenge to get 600 kills. I will just point out the triple take, although it's a marksman, it doesn't have that headshot trial you can see there. It's actually got a hipfire kills trial. So you have to get 100 hipfire kills if you're trying to complete that triple take challenge. The rest are the same for the triple take though. The other marksman rifle that is different is the Bocek bow. You can see there the challenges are the same as most of the other marksman rifles. However, the actual total numbers you need are slightly less. Let's move on to pistols next. Damage done, you can see it's 25,000 damage across the board. Hipfire kills, it's 100. ADS, it's 150 kills. And then for the P2020 and the RE45, you can see they've got close range challenges, and that's to get 200 kills within 10 meters. The Wingman's slightly different though. It's got a long range challenge kill, and that's to get 200 kills with 20 meters away. So the Wingman, essentially you need to get kills at a further distance than the other two pistols. Moving on to the LMGs in the game. Now these ones are pretty much identical to the assault rifles. You've got to deal 30,000 damage, kill 100 enemies with hipfire, kill 200 enemies while ADSing, and kill 250 enemies with 50 meters away. And then finally, that total kills one is to get 700 kills on enemies. Let's move on to snipers now, just to finish for the final category. Of course, you've got the damage challenge, so you've got to deal 25,000 damage. You've got the kills challenge with headshots, so you've got to get 100 kills on enemies with headshots. You then have 150 kills on enemies while ADSing, and then kill 200 enemies with 80 meters away. Notice 80 meters is more than the 50 meters for assault rifles and the 60 meters for marksman. And finally, you've got that 500 kills target as well. One thing you will notice is the Kraber is slightly different. It's lower in terms of the numbers you need for each of the categories. So those are all the current weapon mastery challenges. You can see they are a lot more simple than they used to be. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments, and do share any tips you found. If you found anything useful while you're trying to do these brand new challenges to complete the trials for weapon mastery. Hopefully this helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.